Hey everyone, you're with the New Hope team. Today we want to talk about why fast quotes are so important. Our first question is for Ivan, our trader. Could you quickly explain our main strategy, latency arbitrage, in simple terms, so that both beginners can get it and professionals find it useful? How does it work and what's the deal with it?
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Ivan. Latency arbitrage is a type of trading based on fast price quotes. Essentially, we enter a trade knowing ahead of time that the price will move in a certain direction at another broker. This allows us to make a profit. However, it's important to understand that these are very short trades, lasting anywhere from 16 milliseconds to just a few seconds. That's the basic idea in short.
Alright, moving on to the next question about high frequency trading. HFT trading is where it all started, and then you added different strategies. In a nutshell, could you explain what high frequency trading is and what's needed for it to be profitable with brokers?
Okay, what is high frequency trading? As I mentioned earlier, it's trading where we can open and close a trade within the same second. In other words, it involves very short trading intervals. For this to work, the software needs to be tailored for this type of trading, because there are a lot of delays to consider in data transmission, quote speeds, and request sending nodes. All these nuances need to be optimized. Only then can the robot trade very quickly and execute short trades effectively.
Got it. So, in simple terms, our trading system can access the trading flow from someone directly without unnecessary delays,
Sure.
and the broker, in turn, receives quotes and data through various aggregators, which have different delays of a few milliseconds.
Yeah, that's
That's why
it.
we operate ahead of the curve, predicting the price and seeing it in advance.
Yes, exactly.
Great. And it's clear that for our trading system, the role of fast quotes is of utmost importance. Could you explain in simple terms what trading flow actually is for an average trader?
A fast trading flow consists of clearly received data from specific sources, which are then distributed to brokers or providers with delays. By bypassing several links in this chain, we get data faster. However, not all sources of fast quotes are truly fast. It requires skill to filter them out and determine which ones are quicker. This is the fundamental principle for creating a really fast trading robot. It involves sifting through a large number of sources, selecting the right ones and working only with those. This is the most challenging aspect of latency arbitrage. But many people either don't understand it or think it's not that important.
We often get messages from clients asking about the names of our fast flows. They mentioned that most people use lmax, claiming it's the fastest available today. What can you say about lmax? Is it really that fast?
Let's start with the fact that lmax has been used since 2012, being touted as the fastest flow. And this information hasn't evolved into any another systems or faster flows. So why is that? Because no one wants to search. No one wants to sift through options, and no one wants to pay for different flows. Everyone sticks with the standard lmax, but in reality, based on our experience, that's far from the truth. For instance, in the US, there are only a couple of instruments where lmax can genuinely compete and be fast. In London, for some, let's say, half the instruments, lmax is indeed competitive and fast. In other cases, it's not. However, to gather a faster flow, as I mentioned earlier, you need to sift through instruments and look for faster flows. And this is difficult for most people.
Alright. Ivan, we recently posted a video in the group showing that our trading system New Hope Pro can generate profit on the fastest flow, lmax, at the lmax broker.
Yeah, that's right.
Could you explain our fast flow, as everyone immediately started asking what this flow is, where to find it, and how to connect?
Okay, let me explain in more detail. First, we don't have a single flow. Unlike most who just use lmax, we provide our clients with four trading flows: two from America, one from London, and one from Tokyo. For each region, we even have a specific group of fast instruments that will be faster than lmax, 100% guaranteed to be faster. That said, lmax is still competitive, and there are certain instruments that are fast. However, in London, we use a different flow where lmax is also included, but for some instruments, it falls short. Therefore, a precise and fine-tuned setup is necessary to profit from lmax, for example.
Alright, I'm gonna share my screen now and show our viewers that our fast flow is indeed making profits. Here's the lmax broker. We can see the trades here. We've also hidden a few columns with the names of the instruments and the prices. I've already received messages from several clients asking why we do this and if we can provide them with direct data from the trading account so that anyone can log in and verify it.
We can provide that, but the issue is that based on our experience, every time we share broker settings, trading flows, or ready-made setups, people, clients, and potential clients start rushing to that broker, and it only makes things worse. We partly show that we can make profits and that it's possible. But our goal isn't to have everyone flock to lmax and worsen the trading conditions. This could actually harm everyone because it would lead to worse execution and wider spreads. All those trading with lmax could end up suffering because of this.
This is a great example of what happened recently with IC Trading Broker. One client decided to showcase their account on my FX book. And after that, arbitrage traders from all over the world flocked there. Within 2 weeks, or maybe even just a week, they completely overwhelmed the broker, which ultimately led to its shutting down.
Of course, this is a clear example of how these situations play out. For example, our client opened an account, made $400,000 or so, and withdrew a large portion of their profits. Meanwhile, we always try to avoid doing this ourselves and aim for a consistent approach, withdrawing smaller amounts. As we always say, it's best to stick to 100, 200, 300% gains at most. Otherwise, it can backfire because the broker will start pushing back against us. This is exactly what happened in this vivid example. Yes, the client got their money, but now the broker doesn't operate anymore in the long run.
Yeah, exactly. That's why when potential clients message us for support, trying to find out which brokers we trade with, we unfortunately can't just share that information. It's reserved solely for our clients who are already trading with us because we risk losing a working broker. Unfortunately, it takes not just great software to trade, but also knowledge of where to make profits. You can make money everywhere, but not every broker can actually return your profits, often hiding behind various rules and agreements. Many people reach out to me who are developing their own trading applications. Ivan, what advice could you give them on how to find fast quotes? Where should they go? How is this world structured? How can they analyze fast and slow flows? What do they need to do and where should they start?
That's a great question, but I'll start with the simplest thing that I generally advise everyone, though many people shy away from it and don't want to consider it. It's all about experience. It's very important to collect a massive amount of data, compare it, and consolidate it all into one file where you record every tick, down to milliseconds, for each instrument. Then you can compare them with each other and look for instances where one of the flows is indeed ahead. If one is faster, you mark it, add it to a separate sorting list, and then you can sift through those instruments in that list. Very often, it happens that in 90% of cases, for example, lmax is faster. This is just how it is. But in 10% of cases, lmax lags behind. How do you handle this? To effectively utilize both flows, you need software that can manage this. And that's where the main hitch lies. Most people, actually, I'd say 99.9% of people, might only have a handful who understand this and can actually use it. It's not enough to just create software based on the difference in quotes. You need to know how to work with these flows. Again, this requires experience and an understanding of how it all operates. You need to understand how price changes occur, why they happen, and how to utilize multiple flows effectively. This is the main challenge and key feature of our software. We focused heavily on this aspect, and it's paying off. That's how we profit from lmax when others claim it's fast. This is the result of long, fruitful work and the ability to handle different data flows.
You mentioned the number ticks per second, and several clients often ask about this. They're curious about our trading flows and frequently inquire about the number ticks per second. How important is this parameter? How relevant is it? And what is it actually used for?
Well, this myth actually originated in December 2023, to be precise, when lmax introduced it. In their eagerness to earn more from clients, they added a feature in their settings to display the number of ticks per second. The problem with their data flow is that they have either 10 ticks per second, 100 ticks per second, or 1000 ticks per second. And with all this, they make a kind of cut with the frequency that is prescribed for them. And this is bad, because all other sources of quotes have this. A change has come, they have sent a tick. A new change came, they sent this tick. That is, they send you quotes every time they have a price change. And lmax makes a slice, for example, with a frequency of every 100 milliseconds. This is wrong. And just the same, the speech about the number of ticks per second came from them. But it is not correct. It does not work for other threads. If we take any flow from the USA, for example, and they have 2 ticks per second, it can be much faster than lmax in London, but people do not understand this. That is, this moment is an artificially created parameter that does not actually affect to the quotes. This applies only to lmax.
So, only lmax uses this? In other flows, we won't find such a sample of 1000 ticks? Alright, and I'd also like to return to our trading software and ask Ivan a couple of words about our new robot. What will it be? What fast quotes will it use? How many will there be? And what is this new system?
Well, it's all quite simple. When we were developing and transitioning to the new generation of robots, we optimized the core and eliminated a significant number of delays. We underwent a global restructuring of our entire trading system and created two straightforward products. It's standard New Hope Pro Trader and New Hope Trader Pro, where in the Pro version, we allowed users to connect their own quads and trade with them. As experience has shown, this isn't a primary goal for most people. So we ended up with the Pro robot that can work with one fast flow. And there is the standard version that only works with the London server and quads, which is the simplest system. Our existing clients began reaching out, requesting that we connect multiple fast flows. They wanted to use several flows simultaneously and access more features, such as a trading scheduler that allows you to specify trading hours, and options like enforce to take profit or stop loss as a closing method. These are parameters we've always had and used, but we simply didn't add them to the robot because its functionality was limited to that specific set of data. Now, responding to the requests of professionals who trade across multiple flows, we're enhancing the robot to be completely different. In what way? It will have a list of connected flows, meaning you can automatically connect up to 4 flows at once. For example, our flows will be London, Chicago, New York, and Tokyo. You can use all four simultaneously. Previously, in the Pro version, you could only use one of the flows, say London, while not being able to use New York. And now you can connect all 4 flows and trade simultaneously, for example, crypto from Tokyo, DAX from London, and gold or oil from New York. You can use all the flows in one broker, which is very convenient. Another very important aspect is that we've expanded the functionality of the Fix API and added numerous connections. You can now use a lot of Fix API aggregators. We didn't just overlook this. We thought the previous version was insufficient for professionals because it's a more complex stage. We can fully unlock and implement this in the new robot. A person will be able to customize the trading flow to their liking and set up trading instruments, meaning it's a fully expanded functionality with the possibility of customization. A person can implement everything they desire.
But for a beginner, of course, this system will be complicated, and without experience, I think there's really nothing to do there. I also often get messages from clients wanting to know if our program could trade with just one broker, right? They want us to add a feature to manage multiple accounts with different brokers. Is that something that can be implemented? Are you planning to add this?
Yes, that's possible, but there are nuances that, as experience shows, are both needed and not needed at the same time. It's very convenient when you can trade with multiple brokers in one program. You connect 5 brokers, set up the configurations, and start trading. That's great. However, there are moments when, for example, we repeatedly encounter issues. When a broker starts spamming with some requests, their server hangs, or it's an artificial plugin that begins sending a huge number of requests, which can look like a DDoS attack. When our program freezes, all brokers freeze too, which can lead to unexpected losses. When programs are separate and each broker is traded independently, if one encounters problems, the others continue to operate. This is a very important point. We're currently in a borderline situation where we could allow this in one program, but it would be at your own risk. If people understand this, then it's okay. However, in conversations with clients using other robots have mentioned that this is indeed a concern. It's particularly risky if you have large deposits.
When is the release planned? Are there any approximate dates when we'll be ready to launch this trading software? And will there be a subscription model? Well, I think we will indeed have a subscription. The system is very convenient. Clients can initially try it out, test it for a month, evaluate our support, and then decide to purchase the version for long-term use. The question is about timelines.
The timelines are as follows. At the moment, I think we will launch the first version that will work by the end of September. The main issue right now is simply reconfiguring, or rather, fully arranging all the modules we already have so that they interact with each other as needed. That's the main reason. A subscription is definitely necessary. Many people are surprised why the subscription is expensive and why the robot costs so much. Guys, you go to competitors, buy a robot for pennies from them, and get nothing but the software. The main value in all of this comes from the trading flows. If you get a trading flow from someone else, you will pay the same subscription fee. It can't be any better than just a regular lmax. They don't provide anything else. So, in fact, by renting the robot, you're getting the most valuable thing, these trading flows. The only difference is that when you buy a ready-made robot at full price, you simply won't have to pay for the trading flows anymore. We automatically guarantee that you'll have that data. You'll actually save money. But purely for trying it out, a subscription is indeed the ideal solution.
I would also like to add that the trading flows we provide are not the only main aspect. We also offer trading brokers that have been tested, where our system works, generates profit, and most importantly, the brokers pay out the funds.
This point is very important, specifically that they actually pay out. We can give you a list of 20 brokers where everything is currently operational, but the issue is that no one will actually give you your money. This is crucial because many people don't understand this.
Plus, in our presets folder, there are always settings available, so you don't have to worry about anything. You simply open the folder, transfer the settings to a specific broker and trading instrument, hit the start button, and your trading begins. It's also important to note that you have a personal manager who's always there to help you set everything up. You can remotely access your server and explain how everything works, and if necessary, connect the trading system and configure it. Sometimes Ivan does this for clients. He can log in, set everything up, and it will work. So, the price of the robot not only covers the software, but also the trading settings, the brokers, and the support. Plus, don't forget that we frequently release updates. Every time you run the trading system, it automatically updates. Once a month, we update the list of brokers. If we find new brokers who are operational and pay out, we immediately add them to the folder. And your trading system updates so you can see them. We haven't encountered this level of service anywhere else. This is what truly sets us apart from all competitors.
Yeah, for example, take FP markets. We openly name brokers that can even come with their own software and try to earn. However, people using other software say, it doesn't work, but with yours, I launched the software, rented it, and made more in a month than the rental cost. I'm ready to buy the robot because I set it up and everything works. I tried another robot from a different provider, and it doesn't bring me this kind of income. I'm not earning at all. I'm not saying that other programs are bad. There are significant differences in the flows, and it's not just about the flow that allows you to earn, but also about properly configuring the robot. Therefore, you can always come in and rent it to test its performance. I think this is the perfect solution for many.
Yeah, I agree. As for FP markets, I'm not sure if we've been trading with them for over a year or if it's already been 2 years.
We can switch between instruments. You could say they're sort of competing with us, if that's even the right way to put it. When we started, we were trading oil, then gold, then back to oil, and then gold again. They switch things up each time, but some trading instruments always work. As long as you don't get too greedy, like if you are not trying to make 1,000%, they will easily give you back 50 to 100% in a week. I think that's a great return.
Yeah, we post all our reports in our Telegram group. Right now, you'll see the link so you can subscribe. We usually publish reports from FP markets every 2 or 3 days. If you want to see the complete list, you can check out my FX book. In our Telegram group, we also provide specific account numbers and passwords so that each client can log in and see how the system has been working. The money has already been withdrawn from there. To sum it up, I want to say that for those interested in high frequency trading and looking for fast quotes, you can always reach out to us. We'll gladly help you out for free, sharing everything we can because we have a lot of experience. We've been trading since 2013.
Since we've been trading since 2013, you can check out our YouTube channel and my FX book to see our reports. We've been posting a lot of accounts with full access there year after year. We didn't just enter this market yesterday, we've been working here for over a decade. Every year, people come to us and say that arbitrage doesn't work anymore. We just nod and say, all right, goodbye, and keep making profits year after year.
What I really want to say is that our main goal isn't just selling trading software. It's about finding interesting people, like minded individuals with whom we can come together and create new ideas. Building a strong quality community is really important. We sometimes come across great people professionals, so to speak, who offer fantastic ideas that we incorporate into our trading systems. This helps improve the profitability of our trading setups. I'm confident that with a high quality community, we can achieve great results.
The most important thing that has united us over the years is the group of traders who come together to help develop the product and create a more stable system. In most cases, with other products or investment groups, the principle and model are different. They jump to us, to our groups and channels, and say, give me a broker, send me a broker, tell me how it works, what is this flow? Their desire is just to take and run, to work separately. On the contrary, we openly publish data, share information about fast flows, and provide all this knowledge to unite everyone around us and create a large community.
Yeah, that's the main goal. However, in the next video, we'll talk about
реальных
real
брокеров,
brokers,
как они
how they're
устроены, как они
structured, how
работают,
they
как мы
operate,
вообще
and how
друг
many
друга
fraudsters there
взаимодействуем.
are in this
В
business.
следующем видео
We have
мы
extensive
продемонстрируем,
experience
как
in managing brokerage
управление
companies,
брокерской
and we'll
компанией
share insights from the
внедрить
inside,
аналитику, как
explaining how all the
все
A book
модели,
and B book models work.
We've
разработку
been through the
алгоритмов,
development of
все
plugins.
это мы
We know all
проходили,
about
все это
it.
мы знаем. Да.
So, for those who are
Поэтому,
interested
кому
beginners and
интересно,
professionals, stay
новички,
tuned, subscribe to our channel, and
оставайтесь,
feel free to ask
подписывайтесь на
any
наш
questions.
канал, задавайте любые вопросы. На
We're
все
always
вопросы
happy to answer,
всегда
show, and
ответим,
explain everything
покажем
what
и
we know.
расскажем. Да,
Absolutely.
с
I'm
радостью
happy
вам
to share my
поделиться.
accumulated experience.
Все, всем
So, that's
спасибо,
it.
пока.
Bye.
Bye.